Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So before we get going on today's video, I gotta tell you guys so much, man. I am so happy, guys. Today is the day. Basketball is finally back, guys. I know we've all been through this long, tough road. Really just the whole, pandemic and everything going on, man. Like, I know it's been rough on a lot of people for a lot of different reasons, but one thing that brings you and I together, man, all of us watching this video is, hell, man, we all love the game of basketball. So we finally have that distraction, that passion, just like that love for the game, and we get to all enjoy it together yet again, man. So I'm so happy about that. Definitely had to say that before we get going on today's video, man, which is going to be a rebuild, man. So what this rebuild is going to be is kind of like a rumor that I've been hearing about for quite a while now. I actually just saw it pop back up in my newsfeed again, and that is the idea of Kevin Love going to the Houston Rockets this NBA offseason. The two teams that have definitely been linked to Kevin Love over the years has been the Houston Rockets and also the Portland Trail Blazers. So yeah, man, this should definitely be very, very interesting. Now, before we get going on today's video, got to ask you guys a big, huge favor, man. If you can please drop a like on this video. This time of year, things are a little slow, especially more so than ever, with no NBA draft or free agency, guys. So that support really does mean a lot. If you don't mind getting this video to 1,000 likes, would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Then, of course, check out my second channel, Extra Crispy, for daily NBA content over there. So yeah, man, we are doing Kevin Love on the Houston Rockets. We are in the 2020-2021 NBA offseason, and really the idea behind Kevin Love on the team, kind of like the focus point, is for him to be like that optimal center for the small ball lineup. So obviously Kevin Love, he's only 6'8". Bro, I thought Kevin Love was 6'10", man. Wow, he's only 6'8". It's still small ball then. I could have sworn he was... See, it's almost like 2K's height's off a little bit. I could have sworn he was 6'10", but I could be wrong, man. Maybe the height's different or something like that. Yeah, so obviously he fits right into the offense of the Houston Rockets. He shoots threes, he grabs rebounds, and he doesn't play much defense. I'm just joking. Kinda, man. Kinda joking out there. So, yeah, we have him on the team. Obviously he has a pretty large contract, but it does fit in, like, right in the realm of James Harden and Russell Westbrook, and all their ages are pretty much the same, too. We got 30, 31, 31. Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook have that UCLA, connect out there, too. So it definitely works here, man, and it's going to be a lot of fun trying to do, like, my own kind of take on this small ball team and kind of getting that all optimal and everything. But this is the trade that I did. Now, keep in mind, this is not an official trade. This is just what I thought was kind of fair, not only from a salary cap standpoint, but also getting players over to the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the trade was Eric Gordon, a first-round pick, which is a swap with the Miami Heat, and Robert Covington for Kevin Love. So originally, I tried doing Eric Gordon, the pick, and Daniel House. But I was still like $5 million in salary short, so I did ultimately have to go with Robert Covington, which is completely fine. I mean, Robert Covington's cool and everything, and he's trash in 2K, so I didn't mind letting go of him over Daniel House. I mean, in real life, I would prefer to keep Covington, but this is, completely fine out here. So, yeah, outside of that, the rest of the roster, I mean, it's a lot of, like, expiring deals and stuff like that. We got Chris Clements, who I actually think is going to potentially be a fantastic point guard in the NBA. Probably never a star, but definitely, like, a big-time scorer off the bench. Daniel House, pretty decent contract, 6'6", small forward out there. We got PJ Tucker, who is now, I'm thinking... Because this thing, it's like Kevin Love is the center in the small ball lineup, but I mean, PJ Tucker can still take on, like, the big guys defensively. You know what I'm saying, man? He just has that toughness that Kevin Love, I mean, could do okay with, but, I don't want K-Love going up against, like, Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid and guys like that. It just will not bode well. I don't think it'll work out well. I don't think he'll stay healthy long term. So, Tucker, we put him at power forward, goes to an 80 overall, small forward, 82 overall. So, we're going to keep him at small forward right now. If we don't get a better power forward, I'll obviously put him right there, but, yeah. So we'll definitely get, a little bit more juice out of him throughout his career. He's got 1 year left on his deal, which is completely fine. We got Ben McLemore there, who's been a great offensive player for this team. Austin Rivers is nice. DeMar Carey, a lot of, these guys are all expiring. So a lot of these guys will not be back on the team. But, yeah, man, so as far as our staff, we are going to bring Dan Toney back for another season for the 7-second offense. Definitely his specialty out there. Let's go. Yeah, NBA draft. Doesn't really matter because we trade our draft pick over for the Kevin Love trade, so that does not really matter to us all that much. So let's go to the rookie signing, see if anybody was drafted. We might have had like a second round pick, but yeah, nobody I was really going to go for in this case, and yeah, no draft picks. So team player options, guys. We got Austin Rivers declining. I'm actually okay with that. I do think Chris Clements can be the backup point guard for this team, and that should be completely fine. We got Ben, definitely going to bring him back on the squad. And here we go. So qualifying offers, William Howard, Michael Frazier. Not going to bring either one of those guys back. Nothing against them. Just I don't really see them being part of my rotation for this video. All right, so free agency-wise, not a lot of money to work with. Kevin Love, Russell, and James definitely take up the bulk of the money right there. But we were talking about looking at power forwards and small forwards. So as far as like power forwards, are there any centers we want to consider putting at the power forward spot? Not really. I mean, Mike Muscala would kind of work. He's 6'10", so it kind of takes away from the small ball. We got Myers Leonard, 7-foot power forward. Markieff Morris, he would work out pretty nicely. I could actually see that quite a bit. Marvin Williams, 6'8", but I know that rating's dropping pretty damn quickly. Patrick Patterson kind of works. Justin Jackson, not bad. But no, I'm thinking Markieff Morris is probably the way to go in this case here. And we're probably going to trade for somebody too, just because, well, I mean, Markieff Morris is okay. As a Piston fan, he had some decent games for us, and that was it. So yeah, so we'll get him on the team. There we go, 2-year contract, should work out nicely. Just a good offensive player. He's like a poor man's Marcus Morris, who is his twin brother, so kind of makes sense. We do have rights to Austin Rivers. I might bring him back for a sign trade, or we could put him at the shooting guard position, but I'll probably trade him, try to upgrade, the power forward position a little bit. We got Daniel House for a backup small forward. That should be completely fine. Backup center. Okay, so I know we're a small ball team, but I still want like an actual traditional center that can back up. Yeah, we got Norval Pell right here. He's on the Philadelphia 76ers. Pretty good. I saw him have a few nice blocks, during the scrimmages. So just, just like a traditional guy, just in case, man. Don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. We definitely don't want to do that. Besides for that, man, not really too much else going on for this offseason. Like, I want to see how that new big three does. I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season and probably check out some trades. Okay, so this is what the team is looking like so far, guys. We got Russell, James, PJ Tucker, Markieff Morris, and Kevin Love for a 5-man rotation. For the bench, we got Chris Clemens, Daniel House, Austin Rivers. I put it at shooting guard because he went up to a 7-8 overall, so I thought it was a pretty good opportunity to trade him away. And like I said, try to improve that power forward position because we got Ben for the backup shooting guard, which is completely fine. So yeah, let's do a trade of, where's he at? Austin Rivers. I'm still like kind of okay with trading away Daniel House just because, I don't know, man, like I like him, he's fine. But if we can really improve that power forward spot, it might be worth it because Markieff can play multiple positions. So we can play, so can Ben out there too. So we don't really need Daniel House. I'll toss in a future first-round pick, see what he gets us, guys. See if we can get that star power forward or small forward. Like I said, PJ could go to power forward if absolutely needed. So we got Malik Beasley. How tall is he? He is 6'4". I mean, at small forward, we're getting really small all of a sudden there, guys. Not enough really defense for that to work. Alfred Payton, no. Kyle Kuzma, kind of interesting, actually, to really think about. Dwight Powell, no. Andre Roberson, no. Jakob, TJ, no. Luke Kennard, no. Okay, so none of those trades really doing it for me, man. Not really doing it for me. Let's probably take off our draft pick, I guess, and we'll just do a trade of Austin with Markieff. Do we got any, like, bitch-ass contracts we can toss in? Not really. Let's see what this gets us. Not gonna lie, the trades were not, like, as exciting as I was hoping for, but, yo, Duncan Robinson in this rotation, he's 6'7". I mean, obviously, you don't really get the defense with him, but from, like, a three-point shooting standpoint, that could be dangerous, guys. We also get Ty Jerome, could be a little project. I kind of like the idea of that trade. Like, so far, I'm kind of leaning towards that. We got Rashawn Holmes, Bjelica, not bad. I mean, they definitely fit in, like, a small ball type of lineup. Aaron Baines is solid. Luke Kennard, we already said no. Jeremy Grant makes a lot of sense, too. Definitely makes sense for that power forward spot, but not enough of an improvement. Maurice Wagner, Nerlens Noel. Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to do this trade right here, guys. Get a young Ty Jerome, just in case Chris Clemens does not work out, and we get Duncan Robinson. So we're going to be shooting probably about 73s a game. It's going to be absolutely crazy. But, yes, so we will put PJ at power forward. So he goes down to a 77. That's completely okay. Duncan at small forward goes to an 80 overall. Bro, it's going to be absolutely sick out here, man. Oh, yes. I like this line. I see a lot of good potential. Then the bench, we got Chris, Daniel. I could have swore I traded you away. Did I take him out of the trade? I guess I did. Norvell and Mecklemore right there. Ty Jerome not going to be part of the rotation. Let's get, yeah, Duncan at about 30 a game. PJ Tucker getting up there in age, looking about 28. Kevin Love can play like 33. That should be completely fine. And let's get House at about 21. So, yeah, House might actually play a little small ball power forward. You know why I probably traded? Oh, I traded away Markieff Morris. That's who it was. Okay, that's fine. I didn't really need Markieff all that much. He was a nice fit, but we got Duncan Robinson, 80 overall, 26, 3-point specialist, man. So we have a 4-star, 7-second. Yeah, definitely got to do that with this team. I don't know, man. I got a good vibe about it. Defensively, not nearly as good as last season, But, I mean, we got Pell and stuff off the bench. Daniel House hopefully is better defensively. We'll see about that, though. He's got, yeah, not good perimeter defense. So it's a D. But we still got PJ Tucker doing work out there. Russell Westbrook's nice. So, yeah, man, as far as our team record, I'm going to say probably a 55-win team. Let's go ahead and simulate this NBA season and see what happens. Not going to lie, guys, it's a little embarrassing just how in tuned my like senses are into the 2K simulation and just like knowing which players are going to do what. Guys, 55 wins out of the season. I'm pretty sure that's what I predicted. Now, if we now I'm actually hoping we beat the Timberwolves. It'll be 56, so I didn't predict, right, man? Because then it's not as pathetic, right? It's still a little pathetic. One more game against the Minnesota Timberwolves and finish with a W on the season. So 56 wins, man. I did not predict it. Completely accurate, right? I think so. Okay, we got Giannis MVP, Cole Anthony, Rookie of the Year on the Detroit Pistons, and six-man. Okay, who they start? Derrick Rose probably starting over him, right? Giannis defensive, Duncan Robinson. Yes, sir, man. Most improved player. I knew he was going to work in this offense. And we got Mike as Coach of the Year, All-NBA first. Nobody for us. All-NBA second, James Harden. That's nice to see. And, Kevin Love. Shout out to him, man. Wow. I almost forgot it was a Kevin Love video, but it seems him at center was absolutely like perfect. So we are the first seed in the Western Conference. That is fantastic. I'm sure Houston Rocket fans cannot ask for much more than that. Well, maybe a championship, but let's go to these players' stats, guys. Very curious how everybody did now. So we got James Harden, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. We all knew he was going to get his own out there. Russell at 23, 7 and 7. So, typical near triple-double. Westbrook also shot 57% field goal percentage, which has to be around his career high, right, man? Yes, definitely his career high. Love seeing that. Okay. And then we got Kevin Love, 22 points, 16 rebounds. Damn. I mean, is that his career high in rebounds? Very well. Yes. Okay, he had this season in 2011. We got 15.2, but he literally is playing like Minnesota Timberwolves Kevin Love again. Well, maybe not quite exactly, but pretty damn close. Like, that's a hell of a season, especially as a third option at the age of 32, being injury prone and stuff. I could not have asked for much better than that. Field goal percentage, not great. Shot a lot of threes, 9 threes per game at about 40%, so that's okay. That's why we got him. If you're not playing close to the basket anymore and you're really just like a set three-point shooter, yeah, the efficiency is not going to be absolutely fantastic. Shot 16 times a game, and 9 of them were threes. So, do with that what you can. Duncan Robinson, yeah, stat line great, 15 points. We got Chris Clemens at 11 points, so great as a backup point guard. Daniel House, Ben did good. PJ Tucker down to 4 points, 5 rebounds. We pretty much got him there just to be like a pretty much like a rock. Like, hey, put this rock on Joel Embiid. I don't really know, man. But yeah, that's what he was used for in this case. First round, Denver Nuggets. Should be interesting. Simulate round, see how this goes. See if we can actually get a championship this first season. I wasn't sure if we were able to, man. But, we beat the Denver Nuggets 4-2, and we still have to get past the Dallas Mavericks, which is easier said than done. So let's definitely not get too excited about any potential championship. Big Three played good. We won 117-109. Definitely outscoring people like crazy. Next up, Dallas. Simulate round right here. And yeah, Dallas Mavericks, so damn hard to get past on this game here, guys. Okay, so that definitely shows we need some improvements to be made. I don't really know how we're going to do it because we don't have any money. Let's trade Russell Westbrook. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not trading Russell, guys. I'm not doing it. I definitely could, but I'm not going to. I got to do it with this 3 right here. Dallas Mavericks win it all. Okay, so we are moving on here, man. We are moving on. Staff signing. I mean, I think at this point, yeah, we just get D'Antoni back, right? Or do we? Or do we go more like a perimeter-centric team with Frank Vogel? Because that definitely works with the spacing. It's not so much like running up and down the court. 7-second offense is more just about getting open for 3 any way possible. So I'm doing that, guys. I'm gonna try to get Frank Vogel as our coach. See if it happens. And yes, it does. For that contract, it better work out, right, man? Okay, that should be fine. Not going to the NBA draft again. Like I said, we don't really have any draft picks. So, yeah, not too concerned about that. We had a second round, 28th pick. Yeah, we got Quinn Romero. Not happening with him, man. Team player options. Chris Clemens back. Definitely, that is a hell of a deal right there. Okay, qualifying offers. Duncan and Ty Jerome. Hopefully, both those guys assign those. Would be very nice. And, like I said, man, we ain't got no money. We are broke as hell. So, who are we going to get? PJ Tucker is now old. We cannot get him. Melly is 6'9". So is that what we're doing now? We're just going to, say, screw it on defense and just go straight offense all around? Just not anybody play any defense, just score 200 points per game? I'm down for it, man. Come on, Melly. Okay, we got Melly on the team. Okay, so if I can get Melly and also bring back PJ Tucker, that'll be a big time W. Melly, back on the team. Okay, next up, PJ still available? Yes, he is. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and pay Duncan because I don't want to like risk losing him or anything. So, yes, can we get both those guys back? PJ's back. Duncan's back. Good to go. Looks like Ben McLemore's gone. But give me like, I mean, James Ennis was on this team before. You know what? We're going straight offense here. You know, give me Ryan from accounting, man. 3-point specialist. We're just shooting threes. That's all we're doing. That's the entire team. That's the entire mindset here. Okay. Danny Green plays a little defense at least. We'll get him on the team. Probably won't do much for us, though. I think besides for that, guys, we are good to go. Yo, Ursan, can you play center? Let's get him, man. Another 3-point shooter. Everybody's shooting threes. All right, I'm going to go ahead, guys, and simulate 2 at the beginning of the regular season. Okay, guys, so here is the team going into the beginning of the regular season. Not a single defense out there, man. We got Russell, James, Duncan, Melly, and Kevin Love for our starting 5. For the bench, we do have Chris Clemens, Ty Jerome, you know, double point guard backcourt out there for optimal passing and offensive needs. We got Norval Powell. He doesn't really shoot threes, but he's cool. And we got Daniel House with PJ Tucker now as a small forward. Both the guys are small forward. I mean, PJ was pretty much useless without being at the small forward position. So, yeah, pretty positionless team out here. It's kind of weird looking. Definitely one of my weirder teams. But, you know what? Daniel got to be there for some support out there. There we go, man. Okay, he's not going to be on rest. I guess even the reserve or rest, whatever they're called, are still like at the games. It's reserve, right? I always say rest. I don't know why. It's like they're resting. They're not part of the rotation, so they don't, you know, they don't got to put on the uniform or nothing, man. So yes, we do have the 3.5-star perimeter centric, which is in favor of stretch bigs, which we do have. We have stretch bigs all around, man. Well, 2 of them to be exact. But let's see what happens, man. Gonna go ahead and simulate this NBA season. And I have no idea how this is going to end for us. Probably poorly. Okay, guys, so a record of 57-24. Not too geeked up about that. I mean, obviously, it's a great record. But also, we had a good record last year, and the damn Dallas Mavericks made us our bitches out there, man. So, yeah, we got one more hit against John Morant at the Grizzlies. Also, another really solid team. Giannis MVP again. Just give it to him every damn year in this game. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. DeMarcus, 6th man on the Bulls. AD Defensive Player. Bro, every year, man. You get one of these dudes out here that shoot threes, and they're winning the most improved player. Good for you, man. Good for you. I like to see the improvement. Okay. All NBA first, All NBA blah blah blah. All NBA second, All NBA third. James Harden making that. No Kevin Love though this time, so hopefully he didn't fall off too much. We kind of need him out there. We are now the 2nd seed, which is good. It gets us out of the Dallas Mavericks bracket at least. But it still makes me very afraid of the Dallas Mavericks. Player stats on the season. We got James 26, 5, and 7. Russell at 21, 7, and 6. Kevin Love had about 18 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists. Love to see it. And, yeah, Duncan continues to improve as a player, which is why I was okay paying him about $15 million a season. Nico was cool, man. He was cool. He shot some threes and had fun. Can't ask for much more than that. We got everybody shooting at least 7 threes in our starting 5, except Westbrook, which is probably for the best that he's not shooting too many out there, but still has to get his own, right? Chris Clemens, Daniel House, you know, nothing too exciting over here. You know, PJ Tucker was a better scorer this season, so good for him on that. Not very good. Wow, that is not good. 33% field goal percentage. He's actually never been very, like, consistent, has he? I mean, he just shoots corner threes. He shoots like 2 times a game, so he missed one every, you know, you go 0 for 2 one game. Hey, that's 0% on your resume, right? You actually, one last thing I do want to check out before we do the simulation is I actually want to see the team stats. I want to see how we work 3-point shooting wise. Points per game, 3rd in the NBA. And then defensively, actually the 3rd best defensive team. A little surprised by that, not going to lie. I have no idea how we were that good defensively. But hey, it is what it is. We shot 43 threes a game. We were also 3rd in the NBA in makes, or as far as percentages goes, so that's nice, and we were number 1 in makes. So that all worked out nicely. The perimeter centric definitely was the way to go based off the team we have, which makes sense because that's how we built them, right? First round though, Timberwolves, simulate round. Let's get to the conference finals, man. Do not lose in the first round, please. Okay, we got them 4 games to 1. Closeout game, 32 for Kevin Love against his former team, 23 and 10 for James Harden, 23 for Duncan Robinson. Next up, Phoenix Suns out there, simulate round right here as they upset the Memphis Grizzlies, and they almost upset me, man. Like, not even from a basketball standpoint, from an emotional standpoint. I would have cried. I ain't trying to lose to the 6th seed out there. But yeah, there are the stats. We got 28, 7, and 7 for Russell. Next up, Dallas Mavericks. Just give us the L, man. Just give us the L. Yo! Okay, let's go. We're in the finals, man. We're in the finals. against Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Well, it's all good. Come on, man. We can do this, guys. Simulate round, simulate round, simulate rounds. And there we have it, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was going into this video, I was not expecting to win a championship. I'm actually really happy about this one here, man. I'm happy this worked out because it was kind of a crazy-ass experiment, you know, just putting all these three-point shooters out there like that. But, hey, man, it worked. We won the championship. We blew them out 144-128, and that score right there sums it up. We gave 128 points, but guess what? We dropped 140 for ourselves, so it was completely fine. We got 4 players on this team averaging 20-plus in this final game right here, man, so what more can be said? But I do hope you guys did all enjoy this video. If you don't mind, drop a like I was saying earlier. You know, of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. And peace out, my friends.